G'day, I'm Tristan. Welcome to Plastic Oddities. Today's video is a tutorial. Finally, I promised you in episode 50 that something was coming along, and I just had to get my hands on some putty actually. But yeah, today's video is on. Again, it's a review experiment test on Oyumaru, I think it's pronounced Oyumaru, which is a reusable thermoplastic putty, and it's predominantly used for mold making. So you can get in different colors. I've got the clear one. I picked up several packets, or four packets. Empty packet. From it was my first or second trip to Japan, so 6 or 7, maybe 8 years ago, and I got it from Daiso over in Japan, and I'd heard about this stuff and was really curious about it, and then, as with most things that I buy and own, got it home, put it on the shelf, and completely forgot about it. I was cleaning up my man mess cave downstairs, and I came across them, and I thought, look, I've never actually done anything with them. I went and bought them. It cost me a grand total of about $5 Australian at the time, because the yen wasn't shit. And so I'm really bitter. I'm going back over to Japan in December this year, and again in May in 2020, and the exchange rate's really rubbish. But it doesn't matter, because I'm going back to Japan twice. So I bought this stuff, and it sat on the shelf for about 6-7 years, and I found it when I was looking for something. I thought, look, I'll give it a go. So essentially, how to use this stuff in 5 minutes or less, because we don't want to keep this video too long. You take the strips. So they're right, they're about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're about 6 centimeters long, roughly. You can chop them up if you want. A lot of the instructions that I've read say you chop it up and put it in the water. So you need boiling water, and when you put it into boiling water, it turns into a blob. This is one of the molds that you'll see, and then you can press something into it and then fill it with resin, or with putty, not resin, because resin will probably melt this shit. Press in with a 2-part epoxy putty, and then you'll actually come up with a molded part. Where's the one that I made? So I made 2 of these. So at the moment, I'm kind of getting back into my figure painting, and I want to practice painting 1 to 20 scale heads, and I don't have that many to practice on. So look, I'll be a bad boy. And I'll mold, I'll cast some heads. And this is a Tamiya racing car figurehead. And this was the mold that where's the front of it? This is the mold that I made, this is the casting that I made of the figure. And I'm, as a first time caster, I'm actually quite impressed with that. I'm just trying to get the light right so you can see it. So that's the original, and that's the casting. And I said, I don't really want to practice painting the faces and stuff, so and that's another one that I made alongside it. So look, it came out quite well. As you'll see in the video, I did try, I've thrown it in the bin, so I'm just getting it out of the bin. I did try and cast a flat part as well, and there's got to be a technique to it, because that came out rubbish. Maybe because I also used green stuff, maybe I should try remolding it, or recasting it, sorry, using Tamiya 2-part putty, which is what I used. I'll try the green stuff as well, and that did not work at all. I've never had success with green stuff. I don't know why I keep trying to use it. So as I said, you take this stuff, you heat it up, you can reshape it, get your part, press it into it, If you've done any casting or moulding before, then you punch holes in it to, if you can see it, these little lumpy bits here, punch holes into it so it'll help you line the cast up. So again, holes along the top, and again, it's purely just so you can line the cast up. And I could make dozens of heads if I wanted to, which I'm not going to. It is, yeah, I've still got a long way to go before I'd be happy to actually reproduce parts if I needed to. But yeah, so it's a Oyumaru. You can get it here in Australia. I think you can get it from Daiso. I'm pretty sure I've seen it in Daiso, so it'd be about $2.80. And yeah, it's a reusable thermoplastic putty that you can use for mold making. It's not too bad. As I said, quite happy with the results. So I'll run the video, which sort of runs through. I'll speed up bits and whatnot, which shows the casting making process. I got a long way to go. I'm not very good at this stuff. Still got heaps of practice. But for a first time attempt, I'm pretty bloody happy with that. Oh, dirty fingernails. Sorry, Charlie, if you see this. Get that way.
The next day.